Welcome to another episode of Styling Matters. I'm your host, Lizzie Richardson, and today I've got a Styling Matters interview with a dear friend, Joyce Connor. She is a beauty and makeup artist, and she's been in the industry for over 30 years. Well, today she's not talking beauty, but I have to confess she does share a few beauty tips within the interview. But today we are talking about her style. She is one fabulous lady. I absolutely love her. And I'm really delighted that she's taken some time out of her busy schedule to share with you her style journey. So I really hope you enjoy this episode. Hi, Joyce. Thanks for joining me today on Styling Matters. Please tell my audience a little bit about yourself.
So, hi, I'm Joyce. I am a professional makeup artist and a beauty writer. So, I've been doing the makeup for about nearly 30 years and the writing for about 15.
Yeah, I know. And I honestly really love your articles and everything. And I have to say, we've been to a couple of events together and you've taught me so much as we've gone round. So you have lots and lots of experience. So what kind of typical events do you do in beauty?
So, the things I attend usually are professional makeup events, fashion events, and corporate events. So usually if I'm working behind the scenes, I'll be working doing the makeup for the presenters, red carpet, that sort of thing. Or if it's just an event that you might attend as well, we're learning about new product launches. And it's great because you're hearing from the professionals, the experts, the brands themselves. So I love all of that.
Yeah, no. And I have to say, but today we're going to be talking a little bit about your style. So, a slight change of conversation, but you always look so fabulous. And I saw you at the awards the other night and you wore head to toe pink. You
Yeah.
look absolutely sensational. So, how would you describe your style?
So previously, my style was very bland. I literally lived and died in black. I wore black everything from head to toe, just black clothes, my entire wardrobe. This was pre 2020. And then when we had lockdown, it was so hot. Do you remember how
Yeah.
hot it was? And I had no color in my wardrobe, just black clothing. And I was just dying in the heat. And I just went online and I ordered color, and wow,
You've never looked back.
yeah, I've not looked back. And to be honest, following people like you has really helped because I look at how you put things together. That has really, really helped me to to curate my wardrobe.
Oh, no, that's really lovely. And I suppose when you do sort of your one-to-one consultations, you kind of want to be in color, don't you? Because
Yeah.
you're promoting color on the face.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what you wear is really important as well.
Yeah. So I teach makeup lessons, and again, I used to just wear black.
Yeah.
But I realized that the person who's coming for the lesson isn't necessarily going to be wearing black. So they want color, I want color. And like you say, we want the color on the face as well.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
makes a whole big difference.
But do you think wearing black, especially, in the fashion industry and that kind of behind the scenes, it's quite normal for the designers, makeup artists, just to have that uniformal look of black to let the
Yes.
model stand out, don't they?
Yes. It's not just that. I guess it's so that you can immediately tell I'm part of the crew.
Yeah.
And also if you wear zigzags or lines, it makes the camera flicker. It makes the
That's
screen flicker.
interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
when there's zigzags or stripes or anything like that, when you're being filmed, it flickers. So it's best to avoid wearing and just wearing black, like London Fashion Week, when we do that, everyone has to wear black.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah.
How do you, just quickly before we go on to the next one, so how do you stand out then if you have to wear black and you kind of want to promote yourself? What do you have any sort of little
So
tips?
I think you have to be a little bit more flamboyant. So again, going back pre-2020, I used to wear a black t-shirt and black skinny jeans. Now um I've got black blouses with frills on. I wear black leather trousers or very wide legs. I wear biker boots or cowboy boots or I'm trying, and then I accessorize the accessories. Look, the ring,
Yeah.
the necklace, the earrings.
Yeah.
I try and ramp it up like that, and also wearing red lipstick.
Always, always. 'Cause, I say this a lot because I've been in corporate world a lot. Men don't listen to women, it's a fact.
Yes.
But if you've got red lipstick on and you wear all black, men actually look at your face and you get a better chance of them actually hearing what you're saying. Anyway, how, so we've talked a little bit about your style and that. And obviously lockdown, it really actually mattered to you, your
Yeah,
style. But did somebody from your childhood kind of got you into fashion and beauty?
my mum.
Oh,
My mum was all about clothes. In fact, she made us all shopaholics. She loved shopping for clothes, but she was also a dressmaker. So in my late teens on a Saturday morning, I'd go, Mum, I haven't got anything to wear. Can you make me something? And she would then say, right, go to the shop, go and get, I'm showing my age here, how many yards of fabric.
yeah.
And I would go and buy it. And by that evening, I had a full outfit to wear out to the nightclub or wherever. And she was very talented, my mum, with making clothes. She'd just look at you and she'd know exactly how much fabric you needed. And she would pattern cut from memory. She
Yeah.
didn't really use paper pattern pre-cut ones. She used to cut them out of brown paper and make them herself. She was very, very talented, but she had so many clothes. The only difference between my mum and me is that she loved bling. Anything with sequins, diamantes, oh my goodness. But she was all about colour, all about colour.
She's my kind of gal. I think my Italian style, because my dad was Italian,
Yeah.
I do tend to go a bit more sort of that Versace style where it's bling, 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 and I just can't help it. So yeah, no, she's a woman after my own heart on that, I have to say. But these relatives are so important to us when it comes to like passing on, generations of stuff. And
Yeah.
the whole seamstress thing, is that something that you've actually been
Yeah.
able to do? Because I haven't from my
Yes, as a child, I sat on the end of the bed so I'm one of seven children, and I'm the
wow.
youngest of four girls, and I'm the only one that can actually sew and make clothes. I sat on the end of my mum's bed and I watched her. She could make wedding dresses and all of that kind of stuff, and so could her mum. So, going back past my mum, my grandmother, she taught my mum to sew.
Mm.
At my grandmother's funeral, it was the fanciest funeral you've ever seen.
Oh,
She had a pink hat, a pink suit, and a pink American style coffin. I've never seen anything like
what a fabulous woman.
it. It
A
was.
fabulous woman.
And she selected it all before she passed away. She died at 103, and that lady went with style.
Great. I love her. I love her. Oh no, that's fantastic. So we've talked a little bit about what you wear to work. Do
Yeah.
you have to be Little Miss Practical these days?
Uh, in some ways, yes. But the important thing is what I'm wearing has pockets.
Oh, okay.
I need pockets. Why don't women's clothes have pockets? It drives me insane.
Do you mean like on the outside, or do you like them in a skirt where they're hidden pockets? What kind
I
of
In
pockets
a
do you mean?
skirt, I prefer them to be hidden, but
Yeah,
in trousers, I prefer the slanted pockets at the front.
yeah.
But have you noticed, even if we have a back pocket on trousers, they're either faux pockets or they're very shallow. They don't hold much. But when I'm on set
Mm,
doing makeup, I might have my set bag, but I still need a pocket or two
Yeah.
to put things in. And it's really frustrating that women's clothing don't. So I seek out pockets.
Oh, okay. No, that's a very fair point. And I know what you mean sometimes, and especially with tailoring clothes, you think
Yeah.
you've bought an item that actually has pockets, but like you
Yeah.
said, when you actually unpick them, because they're always sewn up, aren't they?
Yes.
They might be fake,
Yes.
which can
Yeah.
be frustrating. Yeah, no, for
It's
sure.
really frustrating, but also I've got very long legs. That's a huge problem for me because most standard trousers are 30 or
Hmm.
32, and I need a 33, 34. So a lot of the time I feel, especially in wide legs, I feel a bit strange because they're flapping around and they're too short. So I have to try everything on just to check the length and that kind of thing. And there's no standard sizing, is there, in shops? So
No.
I'm not an online shopper. That's the other thing. My mum always said, feel the fabric. You've got to feel it to see what it feels like. And that's how I shop.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And do you actually spend a lot of time commuting? So do you have to worry about the weather at all?
Yes, a lot of time commuting into London. I go into London maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So practicalities of the size of the handbag because we've had rain every day this
I know.
year. So
I know.
we need an umbrella. You might need, well, you always need your phone with you. I usually have a suitcase with me with my kit in it. So there's so much to remember. But also a backpack. I might have to have a backpack with extra bits. It's,
That's quite tough, isn't it? That's
yes,
quite
it
tough. And you
is.
say about the umbrella, I personally really don't get on with umbrellas. I've broken so many,
Yeah,
and I've literally broken brand new ones on the first day of using them.
yeah.
So I try and find something with a hood. And my
Mm.
frustration, and I am going to call out brands like Zara and H&M and all of that, they design what looks to be a practical coat, but it's not even
Yes.
shower proof.
I know. That's really annoying. And there's nothing worse than walking around in a wet coat. Say you're going to an event and you've got a really lovely outfit on. The last thing you want to put on is a raincoat.
Yeah.
You want something that looks stylish, but isn't a parka or a puffer or
Yeah.
any of those. So I totally puffer coats, none of them are waterproof. I haven't found one that's
No.
actually practical.
They
Yeah,
don't think about women's needs. That is for sure. Now,
yeah,
you say you're a beauty writer. Do
yeah.
you do a lot of that at home? And if so, what do you kind of how, like what do you wear sort of your work from home style? Are you quite comfy or
So very comfy. So if I'm writing in the evening, when I've been out all day and I come in, I've bought myself some silk pajamas. So I've got a few pair of silky or satin pajamas. So I still feel quite stylish, but they are practical. I put those on if it's I'm writing in the evening. But in the daytime, I tend to wear I might wear a skirt or I might wear track bottoms or something like that. But the top, I always put something better on top. I don't know why, but I do. I might wear a blouse or something like that or a jumper.
do you actually find you have to wear makeup to write about beauty and makeup?
No, no,
Okay.
but I love wearing makeup, and I think uh, mascara is the one thing that if I didn't have mascara, I'd feel naked.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Well, I wear glasses on my corporate days, and I find I don't always necessarily wear mascara because I've got a habit when I wear glasses, I rub my eyes, but I still curl them because I think that makes a difference even through
Yes.
when people look at you.
Yeah, yeah.
Got long
I mean, you
lashes.
you you could tint them and curl them as well. That would make a
Yeah,
difference.
that's probably a really good idea, actually.
Yeah, I feel that we make makeup part of our uniform, and like with the style thing, if I was to wear a fancy dress and I didn't have makeup on, I'd feel strange. But you'll see like Pamela Anderson, she stopped wearing makeup and she
Mm.
wears a fancy dress and she's on the red carpet. But to me, I still remember the old version of her who was very glam. So it's trying to switch from one to the other.
Yeah. For me, I can have no makeup days, and maybe some
Yes.
days I am. But if anything, actually, I've actually taken to wearing makeup at the weekends because I want to feel good
Yeah.
even when I'm not all dressed up. But what I have found, even on no makeup days, I still want to do my eyebrows. And that's because when I was younger, I had very, very dark, heavy eyebrows. And
Yeah.
obviously now I'm in my 50s. They're still dark, but they're more sparse. And
Yeah.
I just feel I'm not quite me without them
Yeah.
kind of filled in a bit.
Yeah. I totally get that. So my eyebrows are pretty much all makeup because I'm the same. They've fallen out. They're really thin, especially on this part. Um, and sometimes, but my trick, if it's the weekend and I think, oh, I have to nip to the supermarket, I put big sunglasses on and some lipstick, and that's it. I just go out wearing that.
That's the celebrity look, isn't it?
It is.
Get out my way. I'm walking through. No, do you know, I would say with my stylist head on, what you can't help, and you must do this the same. You do observe people.
Yeah,
It's part of the everyday. Partly because I want to see what other people are wearing, and if I'm honest, take tips from them.
yeah,
Have a look and
yeah.
all that lot.
Same.
But I must say, particularly of women of my age or older, in that I just want to say to quite a few women, do your eyebrows. It shapes
Yeah,
your face.
it
And
does.
especially lighter hair women, when their eyebrows are light, their face can look a bit lost, can't it, without the
Yeah,
makeup?
yeah, it can, but also it's wearing the right color. So a lot of people will go for brown eyebrow pencils, but a lot of the browns have red in them.
Oh, okay.
And so their eyebrows will look red and it just won't work. So the thing to look for is to always, most people, ash blonde is enough. The majority of people who are grey haired, blonde, mid brown, ash blonde is enough. It
Right.
will
That's
it will
really
give
good.
them enough of a color, but it will give that sort of grey greige they call it, sort of a
Yeah.
grey beige. Yeah.
Just pausing to say, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. It's the best way you can help me do more of this. And if you love a particular episode, then share it with your girlfriends. Thank you, honey. Now back to the show. Let's take the conversation back to start. If you're going out for lunch, say with the girlfriends and that, what's your kind of go-to look?
It depends, but jeans are always my go-to. I love a pair of wide leg jeans. And depending on the weather, I might put a jumper on. I've got a couple of really lovely cashmere jumpers. I think they always look stylish with a shirt underneath, or
Nice.
a tank top with an argyle print on the front. Um, in the summer, it would be I'd wear a dress.
Yeah.
I used to love ditzy dresses. I'm not so keen on them now, but those little ditzy dresses. But I really love a midi length dress. I'm not keen on above the knee.
No, me neither. In fact,
No.
I'll be honest, I like a full maxi. If it's
Yeah,
got
I
a
love
nice shape
maxi.
to it, like a shirt dress.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can undo a few buttons at the front so your legs have
Yeah.
got a bit more, you can show off your legs a bit. But I actually think a full maxi, especially when
Yeah.
you're walking the streets and it's flowing behind you, if there's a bit of
Oh,
breeze and that,
that.
you can just look stunning.
Yeah.
Do you opt for like big earrings and big jewelry, or are you quite minimal on that?
No, I love big jewelry. I know my earrings are small today, but I love big, chunky, I've actually got my jewelry next to me. Things like this big
Yeah.
cuff, accessories are everything. My mum again taught me accessories finish the outfit. Without them, it's nothing. They need something, but you can, even if you go overboard, Iris Apfel is my icon.
Yeah.
She, she,
Honestly, I mean, to have had her wardrobe and her all those accessories she wore, she wore
oh,
bangles all the way up to
yeah.
her
I
elbows.
I would have loved to have delved into her
Mm.
wardrobe. She was everything. The glasses, the jewelry, absolutely everything.
No, she was fantastic. She was fantastic. So, a couple of more questions then. Do you believe you have to have a signature look, or do you like to play
Um,
styles?
I like to play. I like to try things, but again, I follow people like you to see what you're wearing and how you're putting things together because I think the UK is really poor at pulling outfits together in shops. When
Mm,
you go to Spain or France or even to the US, you can find a whole outfit in a shop. Whereas you might find a skirt in one shop here, and you'll never find anything that goes with that colour of pink that's in the cream skirt. It just never works.
yeah.
And so I think when you're looking for something here, it's really difficult. I've got this dress that I've bought. It's cream and it's got splashes of green and black in it. I really don't want to wear black. I want to wear the green. Can I find a pair of green shoes anywhere? No.
No, just lack of variety, isn't it, in
Yes.
terms of that. And yeah, because not to be matchy, but when you
No.
are trying to clash your prints or
Yeah.
or to accessorize, sometimes it's really nice to tone in correctly with the color.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching, I've been over in the States quite a bit recently, and there's a news presenter and she color blocks. So her trousers, blouse, and jacket all match. They're the
Yeah.
same tone of whatever, green, pink, orange. And I just love that. I loved it. I thought, I've never thought of doing it. That's why I wore the full pink. I
Yeah,
thought,
and I
yeah,
noticed that they were all the same pink and it worked,
yeah,
doesn't it? Because
yeah,
it can make you look taller. It just I think tonal like one color
yeah,
tonal is probably one of the most stylish things you can do right now
yeah.
in modern styling.
Yeah, it's something I'd never thought about before. Um, and I also I've seen recently, these mesh skirts, these
Yeah.
netted skirts. I've seen people wearing those as off the shoulder tops.
Oh, I've not seen that. I need to,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a
it's
good idea.
it looks incredible. But I'd think what as soon as you do that, it's going to pop off because the skirt waistband is smaller, so it might not
Yeah.
work on me.
Some people they just do it for the camera, don't they? They get the photos and then ditch the practical elements of it.
Yeah.
Do you for the week ahead, are you a Sunday queen in terms of like prep for your whole week? So you get all your outfits ready and that, or do you just style each day?
I style each day. So Sunday's my self-care day. Sunday's the day I do all the deep hair conditioning. I put my LED mask on. I do the 10-step facial routine, the body
I'm
scrub.
having you back for a beauty podcast.
Yeah,
You've got
I
so
do
much to share. But yes,
I do
you
all
do
of that.
all of that kind
All
of,
of that. Yeah.
yeah,
But if I have an event, I have to think, what am I going to wear for that event? So I will on a Sunday think I need that event outfit ready so that I'm not rushing in a panic, because like you, we're so busy that we need
yeah.
to plan ahead for those things.
And do you go to the extent with the planning where you're actually getting the shoes out, you're getting the jewelry ready, and it's
Yeah.
right by there, or do you think, no, I'm going to wear that pink outfit, but
Yeah.
then I'll accessorize it in the moment for my mood.
No, I had it all ready. Even the makeup look, I'd practiced the makeup look before to make sure I felt good in it.
Now that's something I never thought I've never practiced a makeup look.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually, you're right. That's really important to do, isn't it?
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
probably where I go wrong.
because you might think, oh, this will look great, but what if that lipstick doesn't quite go or the eyeshadow doesn't quite work? Yeah, I will practice the
I
makeup.
I've got a confession. So I went to an event for a fashion brand to their store opening, and as part of it, they asked me to wear a specific red dress. So I assumed my red lipstick, and I've got about six red lipsticks,
Yeah.
just assumed one of them would work. Didn't really too much. I did try it on for fit, and I kind of knew that I'd wear silver accessories. When I went to put my lipstick on, I didn't realize the sequins were actually a pinky red, and none of my
Oh,
lipsticks were. So what I had to do in my panic, because nude wouldn't work, they were right by John Lewis. So I ran in there, and the first makeup artist I saw, which happened to be Dior in this case, I was
yeah.
like, you need to sort this. Can you help? And she did. She got it spot on. But
Wow.
yes, you're so right. You can't
Yeah.
just assume your red lipstick's going to
Yeah.
work or something.
Yeah. But it's the same. There's so many tones of, I've realized in fashion, I had my colors done once and she was saying to me, oh, yellow. And I thought, no, I hate yellow. It doesn't work. But what she didn't really explain, I'm talking years ago, she didn't really explain to me about the different tones.
Yeah, the
And
undertone.
so, yeah, so the tones of yellow, it's you have to get the right tone of yellow. And so before I would never have worn yellow, but now I realize that the mustardy kind of yellows are the yellow for me.
So you're an autumn like me. That's the
Yes.
golden undertones. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
a dark autumn.
Oh, wow.
So let's just quickly, a few minutes
Yeah.
left, let's just quickly do a fire round of
Yeah.
quick questions. Um, Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lip gloss.
Just like me. Heels or flats?
Flats.
No. Get those heels back on. Try the kittens or
Yeah.
put them in your bag and put them on when you're there. Films or dramas?
Films.
Magazines or online?
Magazines. Hard copy all the way.
I'm with you on that. Shopping in store or shopping online?
In store every time.
And if you could only do one thing before heading out the front door, is it do your hair or do your makeup?
Makeup. Because I can always put a hat on.
Good answer. So, Joyce, do you just want to share with people where they can find you on Instagram and any other bits you'd like to share with the audience?
Okay, yep. So they can find me on Instagram. My tag is Joyce Connor Makeup, and I'm also on Threads, and I am on Twitter, but not and TikTok, but not as
Yeah.
much. Instagram's the place to find me.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Joyce.